La 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 la. Oh, hi there, everyone. You're already here for story time? How are you doing today? My name is Snow White. Do you know that I have a book? I didn't write it, but it's a popular story about me and my dwarf friends. Can you count how many dwarves there will be in this book? 7. You're right. Well, I know you're excited for story time, so let's start reading. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, retold by Ron Randall and illustrated by Sophie Rohrback. Snow White was a beautiful princess who lived in a castle with her wicked stepmother, the Queen. Every day, the Queen looked into her magic mirror and said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all?" "You are," the mirror answered. But one day, the mirror said something different. "Snow White is the fairest." The Queen was so angry. She told her huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and leave her there. "I am so sorry," the huntsman told Snow White, leading her away. Poor Snow White, the forest felt full of danger. As darkness fell, she came to a cozy little cottage. The door was open, so in she went. Inside, she found 7 dwarfs eating dinner.
Who are you?"
they asked. When Snow White told them about her wicked stepmother, they said she could stay with them. At the castle, the Queen went back to her mirror. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all?" she asked. The mirror replied, "In a cottage in the forest lives kind Snow White. She is the fairest." The Queen flew into a fury. "I must find her," she screamed. Next morning, as the dwarfs left for work, they told Snow White to stay indoors.
"That way you will be safe from the Queen,"
they said. Snow White was reading when there was a knock at the door. There stood an old woman with a basket of rosy red apples. "Will you buy some of my juicy red apples?" the old woman asked. "They're delicious. Try one and see." As soon as Snow White bit into the apple, she fell down in a faint. The old woman, who was really the wicked queen in disguise, had poisoned it. The wicked queen ran off laughing. "Now she'll never come back," she cackled, "and I will once again be the fairest one of all." As the wicked queen disappeared into the forest, the 7 dwarfs came home. They were so upset to find Snow White lying there, pale and still. As the dwarfs were trying to wake Snow White, a handsome young prince came riding by. The moment he saw Snow White, he fell in love with her. "Perhaps I can wake her," he told the dwarfs. "Please let me try." The prince knelt down and gently lifted Snow White's head. The piece of poisoned apple fell from her lips. Suddenly, her eyes opened wide. She was awake. Snow White looked into the prince's eyes, and her heart filled with love. As the prince took Snow White in his arms, the dwarfs smiled joyfully. They could see that the prince and Snow White were really in love and would live happily ever after. And we close up the book. The end. There you go. My story, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I hope you liked it as much as I like telling it to people. Now how about we play some short but fun games? Count the chairs. Which table has the right number of chairs for the 7 dwarfs? Pause the video while looking for the answer. Did you pick this table? You're correct. Very good. Let's count the chairs together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great! The 7 dwarfs will fit in this table. Can you spot 5 differences between these 2 pictures? Pause the video while you look for them. Did you see them? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great! Thank you for joining me today. I had so much fun. Till next time, bye!